We're talking about Liverpool at this stage because it now seems that Xabi Alonso has reportedly turned down the chance to become Liverpool manager in order to continue his work at Bayern Leverkusen. I wonder what Liverpool fans going into this weekend are thinking. Liverpool, of course, still very much in the mix in their attempt to win another league title. Jean is a big Liverpool fan. Good morning, Jean. You're through to us. Happy Good Friday, if there is such a thing. What's your take on Alonso now no longer a candidate, and who else might be? Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yeah, for me, I never really saw Alonso as an option at this point. I think he's done a great job at Leverkusen. For all we know, it could be a flash in the pan. It's his first season in management. Doing a great job. I think the Liverpool job would have been a bit too big for him at this moment. So for me, I'm glad that he's staying on at Leverkusen. I'm glad he's staying on to continue the good work that he's doing down there. And I'm sure that he probably wants to have a crack with them at the Champions League next season, because he's still cutting his cloth according, right? He's still cutting his teeth, I should say, in football management. Yeah. So I think in terms of his decision, it's a really intelligent decision, and I wouldn't have expected any less from Alonso, to be honest with you. He's a thinking man. He's not going to jump. He knows his career is a long career in management that he's got ahead of him. The opportunities will come later on. For me, Julian Nagelsmann seems to be a really good fit at the moment. He took on the job at Bayern Munich. He was released from that job for non-footballing reasons, I believe. And I think that he's the right man to come in. He's used to managing at a big club. He's used to managing on a shoestring budget as well at RB Leipzig previously. And obviously he's only got a contract to the end of the Euros this year with Germany. So I think he's a perfect fit at the moment.
Nagelsmann, that's interesting, Gene. What do you think of that, Simon? That's a name thrown in there. Gene's obviously a passionate Liverpool fan.
The zeitgeist on him, or the inside track on him, is he's quite a difficult character to manage. He got himself removed because he got involved with a journalist and then started breaching confidences about what was going on behind the scenes with Bayern Munich. And ultimately, that's what got him into a situation which makes his judgment slightly flawed.
Germany are doing well, though, aren't they, under him?
Well, they were difficulty doing anything. They've won a couple of friendlies. They beat France.
Yeah, but they're looking better. They were poor for large periods.
Well, we'll see how well they look in the European Championships.
I think
but
the German
I'm not sure about Nagelsmann. I think Liverpool
opening fixture against Scotland.
Yeah, absolutely. Their knees must be knocking. Yep. But I'm not in the camp that a 36-year-old that has been taken out of Munich because there was lots of observations about him, about how difficult he was to work with. And I think Liverpool is a club that unifies. It unites around its manager, and its manager unites the playing squad, unites the club with its fans. I'm not sure Nagelsmann's in that camp.
Okay, Gene, listen, thanks for the call. Judge is a big Liverpool fan. Most of the fans I speak to don't want De Zerbi. But apparently our new sporting director likes him. Judge has got some inside info. I would like Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank for Liverpool, that'd be some step up for him, with all due respect to Brentford.
He's not your new sporting director. He's someone that's come back in, isn't he? Is that right? Or is
Richard Hughes.
He's not like Richard Hughes, because Michael Edwards is the person that will be ultimately responsible, won't he?
Sure. Russell, big Liverpool fan, good morning to you. No longer Alonso, so now who? What do you think, Russell?
Hi, good morning, boys. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Well.
Good
Morning.
Good to have you on, mate.
Great. I'm just before I make a point. I'm with the fella who previously called there about Alonso. I've said it to all my friends, Liverpool fans, that it is too soon for him. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. So a name that I want to throw in the hat, which I don't think, you may think differently, is Marco Rose from RB Leipzig. Simply because of the style of football he played. I don't know a great deal about him, his background and everything, but when I've watched him this season, I thought, great, I'd love Liverpool to play like that, very similar to how Liverpool play now. So what do you think of that one?
Yeah, that's a name you've thrown at us from left field to a degree. One thing I'm interested in, Russell, now we know Alonso is not in the mix, is it easy with the benefit of hindsight? Because be honest with me, Xabi Alonso would be perfect, wouldn't he? He's the one you would have loved.
He would, but you're talking about like Leverkusen, and then you're talking about Liverpool, a massive worldwide club, and so you've got to cut your teeth properly. You've got to, you look at Klopp, who said how he's worked his way up to Liverpool, and I think Alonso's got to do exactly the same. So maybe, in another 5 or 6 years, great, but not now. It's far too soon.
Yes.
Far too soon.
Thanking you, Russell. Thanks for that. Simon, we're about to go into April. The season is marching on. We're down to 10 games to go, or whatever it is now. Do you think the top brass at Liverpool now know?
I think they've got a very good idea. I don't think they're inclined to share it with anybody because they don't need to. I don't think that Liverpool are going to sit on their hands and allow the progress that's been made with Klopp to dissolve because they were unable to find someone to replace him or to make a decision who that might be. So given the fact they've known since November, given the fact that on the whole, Fenway have very significant strike. Yeah, they make mistakes. They've made mistakes about taking the furlough and the fans didn't like it. They made mistakes about season ticket prices and the fans didn't like that. But on the whole, they've made most of the decisions that they've made, certainly in the last 8 or 9 years, and specifically around Klopp, has been of a forward-thinking football club. So I'd be very, very surprised if they've been sitting around just wondering what's going to fall out of the ether.
The timing of Klopp saying that he was going to go, I think that was generating that momentum. Has helped the football club, but it's also helped them, isn't it, upstairs, to give them longer, Jim, a lengthy time to think about who comes in to replace, for other managers as well, to sort of think about what they need going forward and who is that really wants to go after this job. So there's plenty of time for Liverpool to make the right call here.
Yes, indeed. Of course, for Liverpool, for everybody this weekend, it's a very big weekend, but Liverpool at home to Brighton on Sunday. And of course, Liverpool joint top with Arsenal at the moment on 64 points. So, I mean, never mind the future. In the present, Liverpool have a job in their hands to win this thing, to win on Sunday, and then to continue and in an attempt to win the Premier League again at the end of the season. And then Klopp can make his goodbyes in some spectacular style. But anyway, a bit to go before that comes along. We're at 10:30.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.